What's up, guys? This is Brian from HASHWAREHUB, and it is December 12th. It is about 10:20 Eastern Time in New York, and we are bringing to you some trading. We're going to review the markets today, but first hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you get all of our information directly to you. Let's get into it here. Wow, what a day. What a day. Litecoin up, as we see here in the past 24 hours, 34.88%. Ripple up 47.76%. Ethereum up 21.38%. Just awesome across the board. Even Bitcoin, is up 2.15%. People sometimes kill for that in the traditional markets for the year. So, the list goes on and on and on and on. EOS 23%. NEO is up quite a bit. BitConnect, for those that are involved in the BitConnect platform, BitConnect up 1.45%. So quite a bit was up, to say the least. And we're going to go over the coins that we like to review here in just a minute here. Even Dash was up 14.39%. So you almost couldn't go wrong depending on whatever you were holding. Let's get into the charts. All right, Bitcoin. We're looking at a Bitcoin daily chart right now, and here it is. Market has kind of stayed up here based on where it was prior. It's not trying to make new highs just yet, but it's at all-time highs, and we're happy with that. Everything still says bullish. One of the things you may notice if you're familiar with our charts here, we removed RSI. Reason being is we don't use it, so we want to show you guys what we use and how we utilize it. And no reason to have it there unless we really ever use it. We had it because we thought people were interested in it, because a lot of people use it. But now we're showing you exactly what we do. And since we don't use it, it's not there. So Bitcoin, yes, super bullish still. The blue line, if the market keeps on going this way for quite some time, another day or two, this blue line is going to pop right back up. For those that are new here, this blue line signifies a few different things. It signifies as a trend reversal. It's also a place to put your stops in, maybe not at the blue line, but just below the blue line to your protective stops. And it's also a low risk entry point. So when the market comes down towards that blue line, anywhere near it, the closer the market is to that blue line, the lower the risk entry. So those are the three ways to utilize that blue line there. But the trend strength indicator is showing super bullish. The D-trend indicator, not much really to say. It's still on a positive slope overall. MACD, super bullish. There you have it. I wouldn't necessarily purchase directly at these high levels here. I would love to see the blue line tick up. So we get into a bit more of a riskless trade. Nothing's completely. Nothing has zero risk to it, but it's the risk level is lower. That's about it for Bitcoin. Next is, let's go for Dash. So Dash had a ginormous day. Everybody yesterday with the previous candle, everybody yesterday was going, oh my God, it's such a big day for Dash. Yeah, well, look at today. Today's candle or trading range, it looks to me, if I just eyeball it, at least 2 times, if not possibly 3 times more than yesterday. You notice here we had this little dip on the trend strength indicator, which we like to utilize as a first indication of possibly the market trend changing. It doesn't look like the trend of the market is changing right now. But this is also always very good to utilize in the event when you have your protective stops, to sneak them up nice and close. Don't let them, be all the way down here. Kind of bring them up a little bit higher over here, which we did to help remove some of the risk on the trade. So that's what we have here. The D-trend indicator, looks like it's trying to turn north again. Not much really to speak about. Again, the D-trend indicator we utilize for our protective stops as far as the distance that we have with regards to where the market is currently trading. But with these high levels of Dash with respect to the blue line here, I would have my protective stops, we do have actually our protective stops right at the blue line right here. We don't want to give up much of any of this market run up And that's actually being not all that conservative at all. That's being pretty aggressive. So if you wanted to be conservative, you could actually even have it right here at this 800 level. There's a good chance the market may come down to test this level right here. And that's kind of what we're seeing on the intraday basis, that there may be in the next few days the chance of that possibly happening. That's the way the chart patterns are coming out. But in the meantime, there's nothing wrong to get out of a portion of your position right around here, especially if you were in it kind of like when we were in it right around this level right here. And you could have gotten in again over here. You could have gotten in here. Even if you got in right over here, I mean, it would have been a great trade, a super low risk trade if you got in right over here. We did do a little trade like that for a small little pickup. You could have done it over here again. So that's what we have. MACD looks like it's turning north again. Anyway, Dash is on its run. Ethereum, similar to Dash. Ethereum had this sideways momentum with regards to the price, and so our trend strength had come off, correctly so. With our protective stops, we pulled them up closer to this blue line. That was totally the right choice to do. Here, the D trend looks like it's reversing here, going back up. The MACD looks like it's actually reversing to possibly a bullish signal right here. So similar story with regards to protective stops regarding Ethereum. Nothing wrong with having them right around this level right here. Let's say, for example, 550. Even if the market were to retrace back here, it's a great area to get out. Again, if you were in the trade where we were, where you could have gotten in over here, could have gotten in over here, over here, over here, over here. I mean, plenty low risk opportunities to get into Ethereum. And that's the story for Ethereum. Next, what do we got? We got IOTA. IOTA made headlines. It's still making headlines. Nice big day for IOTA here. This blue line in the next day or two will move up if IOTA keeps at this price right here. I think it's about 4.8, something like that. Yeah, about 4.8. If that's the case, this blue line will come back up here, and we'd like to see that because then we can move our protective stops up. Now, with that said, I would not necessarily have my protective stop all the way down over here by the blue line. For me, the way I like to trade, I would have it somewhere over here. I don't want to give up this big amount from 3.5, let's say, for example, to like 2.5. Okay, that's a whole point. That's a ton of money on a coin that's like worth right now about, let's say, 4.7. That's a ton of money. I don't want to risk, let's say, a 20% decline in the price. Not for me. So even if I were to get out of it some right here, let's say the market were to retrace right over here, even if I got out of some of it right here, I could put a really low risk entry right here along the blue line. Okay, and I'd be sitting lovely. It's a low risk entry. And then I could even try to go ahead and do like a short swing trade by getting out somewhere around, let's say, for example, like this 3.2 level, 3.3 level for an awesome trade. It'd be a huge pickup for almost about a point. Let's say about 3/4 of a point on a coin at that time. If the price came down here, let's say 2.6. I mean, 3/4 of a point on a coin that costs 2.6 is an enormous percentage point. It's an awesome percentage win. So, D-trend, not much really to speak about here. It's kind of overall on a upward trajectory, and MACD looks great. Next, what is making headlines today? Litecoin. Litecoin is making headlines with this huge day up, enormous day up. Look at this candle. This candle is reaching for the stars. So we thought yesterday was big. Okay, we thought 3 days ago was big, and we thought 4 days ago was big. Yeah, no. Okay, today took the previous days and said, yeah, sorry, we're really going to show you how it's done here. And that's exactly what it did. Trend strength, nothing's changed. It's still super bullish. The trend is turning north. It's kind of continuing this upward slope. It's continuing it. That was right here. It looked like there was some leveling off, and it's continuing up again. I mean, MACD is nearly vertical. There's not much to say we can really say about that right here. Again, in a similar situation with regards to Dash and Ethereum, Similar setup here regarding your trades and your stops, your protective levels. Okay, I would not necessarily have it here at the blue line level. I would sneak it up, let's say for example here to the 250 level. If the price were to come off, great, not a problem. I can sell a portion of my holdings at the 250 level, and you know something, I could pick up some more right back at the blue line here for a small trade pickup. What we're thinking about here is low risk. We want to reduce our risk. We want to protect our profits. This is all about hitting singles. Okay, these markets have been absolutely on fire. The bullish runs up have been unparalleled to anything I really have seen before. And I traded. I started my Wall Street career coming straight out of school, and I was trading that whole tech bubble. This is something on a completely different level. I wasn't around when they were purchasing tulips. I think that was well before my time. So, but even still, if you could think about it, these markets are all running up. Each one individually is popping off, and at different intervals, and intervals with other Litecoins. So, you know, I would not say that it's easy money, because it could get much more difficult here with regards to some of these coins having some large reversals, and that's going to separate the men from the boys, or the women from the girls. So, yeah, that's all we got really to say for this. If you like what we have to say, totally hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Also, down below, you're also going to see a link to our Facebook page, which is our cryptocurrency Facebook group, trading group, where we will be providing and do provide a ton of resources and more information about how to go about trading these markets and how we go about trading these markets. And with that, we are going to leave it there. Happy trading, and speak soon.